Welcome back to ABC General Hospital Spoilers channel. Today, we will dive deep into the gripping drama unfolding in Port Charles as Michael Corinthos and Willow Tate clash in a heated courtroom battle. Brooklyn Quartermaine uncovers shocking family secrets, Alexis Davis faces mounting pressure, and Jordan Ashford stumbles upon a potentially game-changing revelation. Buckle up, because the stakes are higher than ever, and the emotional roller coaster is just getting started in this latest chapter of General Hospital. Let's begin with the explosive courtroom showdown between Michael Corinthos and Willow Tate. The divorce hearing, set to air on Wednesday, June 4th, promises to be a powder keg of emotions as these two former lovers face off over the future of their family. Sources close to the couple suggest that the tension has been simmering for weeks, with unresolved issues of trust and betrayal at the forefront. Michael, known for his fierce protectiveness over his loved ones, appears to be at a disadvantage, especially with Carly Spencer lurking in the background. In a leaked snippet from the promo, Carly confides in Jason Morgan about her relentless determination to secure custody of her grandchildren, even if it means crossing boundaries. Her history of impulsive decisions, often driven by a mother's instinct rather than logic, could spell disaster for Michael's case. Will Carly's meddling sabotage her son's chances, or will her unyielding resolve tip the scales in his favor? Fans are buzzing with speculation over whether this courtroom drama will expose deeper cracks in the Corinthos family dynamic, especially with Drew Quartermaine seemingly aligned with Willow. The outcome of this hearing could reshape relationships in Port Charles for months to come, and we can't wait to see how the judge rules on this emotionally charged case. Meanwhile, over at the Quartermaine mansion, Brooklyn Quartermaine is reeling from a bombshell that threatens to shatter her world. In a dramatic confrontation, she demands answers from her grandmother Gloria Trullo and her mother Lois Trullo about a heartbreaking secret tied to a dying woman's final wish. Rumor has it that the woman in question, Camila, held critical information about Brooklyn's Sona truth that could have allowed Brooklyn to embrace her role as his mother during a profoundly difficult time. Instead, it seems Gloria and Lois may have persuaded Camila to remain silent, robbing Brooklyn of precious years with her child. The pain of this betrayal cuts deep, and Brooklyn's outrage is palpable as she grapples with the idea that her own family prioritized secrecy over her right to know. Insiders hint that this revelation could be tied to Giovanni Palmieri, a figure from the past whose connection to Brooklyn's son might unravel long-buried family ties. As Brooklyn fights to uncover the full story, viewers can expect her fury to ignite a firestorm of confrontations, possibly driving a wedge between her and the Trullo women. Could this be the beginning of a redemption arc for Gloria and Lois, or will their actions permanently fracture their bond with Brooklyn? The emotional stakes are sky-high in this storyline, promising tears, anger, and maybe even forgiveness down the line. Shifting gears to another corner of Port Charles, Alexis Davis finds herself caught in a web of legal and ethical dilemmas that could jeopardize everything she's worked for. Under intense pressure from Rick Lansing, Alexis is forced to navigate a minefield of accusations and suspicions surrounding her recent decisions at work. Rick, never one to shy away from playing hardball, seems determined to corner Alexis, leaving her with little room to maneuver. Whispers around town suggest that Laura Collins has been asking pointed questions about Alexis's conduct, adding to the mounting scrutiny. To make matters worse, Alexis's newest hire, Marco Rios, is proving to be a double-edged sword. While his keen eye for detail is an asset, his relentless pursuit of the truth is becoming a liability for Alexis. In a chilling moment from the promo, Marco openly questions whether Alexis might be involved in money laundering after noticing irregularities in an account she's tied to. Though Alexis brushes off his concerns with a carefully crafted explanation, Marco's instincts tell him something is amiss, and he's not the type to let sleeping dogs lie. This subplot is brimming with tension as Alexis balances her desire to protect her reputation with the growing risk of exposure. Could Marco's digging unearth a scandal that brings Alexis crashing down, or will she outsmart him before it's too late? Additionally, there's speculation among fans that Rick's involvement might be more personal than professional, hinting at an unresolved history between him and Alexis that could add another layer of complexity to this already tangled situation. Lastly, let's turn our attention to Jordan Ashford, who is on the cusp of uncovering explosive information about Henry Dalton, a mysterious figure whose actions could have far-reaching consequences. Jordan's latest discovery, teased in the upcoming episode, suggests that Dalton might be the key to a larger conspiracy involving bioweapons. A plotline that has the World Security Bureau WSB on high alert. Sources indicate that Jordan may confide in someone about Dalton's potential to change the world, though whether this change is for better or worse remains unclear. Complicating matters further is the shadowy presence of Jen Sidwell, a notorious figure who has evaded justice for far too long. If Jordan's intel is correct, Sidwell could be deeply entangled in Dalton's schemes, positioning this development as a potential turning point in the ongoing battle against Sidwell's criminal empire. The idea of bioweapons entering the fray raises chilling questions about the safety of Port Charles and beyond. Will Jordan's findings provide the breakthrough needed to finally bring Sidwell down, or will they plunge her into even greater danger? Fans are theorizing that Dalton might not be a straightforward villain, with some suggesting he could be a reluctant participant in Sidwell's plans, forced into compliance through coercion or blackmail. As this storyline unfolds, expect high-stakes espionage, unexpected alliances, and a race against time to prevent a catastrophic outcome. In conclusion, this week's episodes of General Hospital are set to deliver a whirlwind of drama, heartbreak, and intrigue. From Michael and Willow's contentious divorce hearing to Brooklyn's devastating family revelations, Alexis's precarious balancing act, and Jordan's dangerous investigation into Henry Dalton, every character is facing challenges that could alter their lives forever. We're on the edge of our seats waiting to see how these stories unfold, and we know you are too. What are your predictions for these explosive plot twists? Next, we will explore the heart-wrenching twists and turns awaiting Sasha Corbin as she takes the stand in the intense Corinthos versus Corinthos divorce and custody hearing. This week promises to be an emotional roller coaster in Port Charles, with secrets threatening to unravel, unexpected revelations stirring the pot, and a medical emergency that could change everything. Join us as we delve into the drama surrounding Sasha, Michael Corinthos, Willow Corinthos, and the intricate web of relationships that could alter the future for everyone involved. First, let's set the stage for the courtroom chaos that is about to erupt. Sasha Corbin, already burdened by the weight of a hidden truth, finds herself thrust into the spotlight as a key witness in the highly contentious divorce and custody battle between Michael Corinthos and Willow Corinthos. The stakes couldn't be higher as Michael fights for sole custody of Wiley and Amelia Corinthos, with the odds seemingly tilted in his favor. However, a bombshell secret looms over the proceedings. Sasha, Michael, and Jason Morgan are the only ones who know that Michael not just is the father of Sasha's unborn child. This clandestine truth, if exposed, could dramatically shift the balance of power in Willow's favor, turning a seemingly straightforward case into a tangled mess of emotions and betrayals. Sasha's anxiety is palpable as she steps into the courtroom, knowing that a single slip could unravel everything. The pressure is compounded by her advanced pregnancy, with her due date inching closer but still not close enough to guarantee safety for her baby. Insiders reveal that Sasha has been grappling with sleepless nights and haunting memories of past loss, making her testimony not just a legal obligation but a deeply personal trial. Will she maintain her composure under scrutiny, or will the stress of the situation push her to a breaking point? Meanwhile, a new layer of intrigue emerges with Nina Reeves, who has recently pieced together the shocking puzzle of Sasha's baby's true paternity. During a seemingly innocuous chat with Maxie Jones in the week of May 26 to 30th, Nina's suspicions were ignited, leading her on a quiet investigation that confirmed Michael as the father. This revelation places Nina in a moral quandary: should she stay silent and protect Sasha's secret, or disclose the truth to bolster Willow's custody case? Doing so would not only impact Michael's fight for his children but also ensure Drew Kane's continued presence in their lives, a consequence Nina isn't entirely comfortable with. Her indecision is palpable as she wrestles with loyalty to her daughter Willow and the potential fallout of exposing such a personal truth. The tension escalates when, during the May 30th episode, Rick Lansing overhears Nina's hesitations and probes her for information that could tip the scales in the courtroom. Rick, known for his relentless pursuit of leverage, might push Nina to the brink, forcing her to spill the secret. Speculation is rife among fans that Nina's internal struggle could lead to an unexpected alliance or betrayal. Will she prioritize family ties, or will Rick's manipulation drive her to reveal all? This subplot adds a thrilling dimension to the custody battle, with Nina's decision poised to send shockwaves through Port Charles. As the drama unfolds in the courtroom, the weekly preview trailer offers a chilling glimpse of Sasha on the stand, facing a grueling cross-examination by Rick Lansing. The footage suggests that Rick may zero in on the question of her baby's father, a topic that could detonate the fragile secrecy surrounding Sasha and Michael's past. The intensity of the moment visibly takes its toll on Sasha, who appears to be in physical distress, heaving under the weight of the interrogation. In a heart-stopping scene, it becomes clear that the stress has triggered early labor, far sooner than her expected July due date. Michael, watching from the sidelines, is overcome with frustration and helplessness, slamming his fist on the table and declaring that enough is enough. The promo culminates in a gut-wrenching moment as Sasha, gripping Michael's hand, whispers that the baby is coming but it's much too early. This medical emergency not only heightens the emotional stakes but also risks exposing the truth of the baby's paternity to everyone in the courtroom. With Michael by her side in such a vulnerable moment, whispers and suspicions are bound to grow among onlookers, potentially confirming the secret without a word being spoken. The scene promises to be a pivotal turning point, blending legal drama with raw human emotion as Sasha and Michael face an uncertain future for their unborn child. Sasha's past adds an even deeper layer of tragedy to this unfolding crisis. Fans will recall the devastating loss she endured during her first pregnancy with Brando Corbin, when their son Liam was born prematurely and tragically passed away shortly after. That heartbreak was compounded by Brando's brutal murder at the hands of the Hook, later revealed to be Heather Weber, leaving Sasha to navigate unimaginable grief alone. Now, as she faces the possibility of another preterm birth in June weeks before her July due to teeth trauma of her past surges to the forefront. Though medical advancements give her baby a fighting chance if born now, the fear of history repeating itself looms large, casting a shadow over what should be a hopeful time. Sasha's emotional turmoil is expected to be a central focus of these episodes, with flashbacks and poignant moments likely to highlight her resilience and vulnerability. Additionally, there is chatter among viewers that this crisis might prompt an unexpected show of support from unlikely characters, perhaps even Willow herself, who could set aside legal battles for a moment of compassion. How Sasha copes with these triggered fears, and whether she can find strength in her support system, will be a compelling narrative thread to watch. Finally, the ripple effects of Sasha's courtroom ordeal and premature labor will undoubtedly reshape the dynamics of the custody battle and beyond. Michael's visible concern for Sasha and her baby will likely fuel speculation and gossip, potentially confirming to Willow and others that he is indeed the father. This revelation could jeopardize his case for Wiley and Emilio, giving Willow a significant advantage if she chooses to capitalize on it. However, Michael's family ever-loyal Corinthos clan is expected to rally around him and Sasha during this trying time, offering emotional and perhaps strategic support to navigate the fallout. There's also a glimmer of hope amidst the chaos, as ABC General Hospital spoilers hint that Sasha deserves a happy ending after years of pain and loss. Could this crisis, though fraught with danger, lead to a moment of unity or reconciliation for those involved? Fans are buzzing with theories about a potential silver lining, maybe a healthy baby, a newfound understanding between Michael and Willow, or even a romantic rekindling for Sasha with someone who can heal her wounded heart. Whatever the outcome, this storyline is set to tug at heartstrings and keep viewers glued to their screens. Next, we will uncover the electrifying developments set to rock Port Charles during the week of June 2nd to 6th. The Corinthos vs. Corinthos divorce and child custody trial takes center stage with jaw-dropping revelations, fiery confrontations, and secrets that threaten to upend lives. From Carly Spencer's explosive disclosure about Nina Reeves to the tangled web of alliances and betrayals, this week promises non-stop drama. Buckle up as we dive into the heart of the chaos, exploring every twist and turn with fresh details and insider insights. Kicking things off, the Corinthos vs. Corinthos custody trial is poised to be the talk of Port Charles, with emotions running high and unexpected bombshells ready to detonate. The latest weekly preview from ABC teases a courtroom clash that will leave fans reeling, particularly with a stunning moment involving Carly Spencer. Sources reveal that Carly, driven by a mix of strategy and spite, is set to expose a long-buried secret about her longtime nemesis, Nina Reeves. This isn't just any gossip, it's a revelation with the power to shift the entire dynamic of the trial over Wiley and Amelia Corinthos. While Carly and Nina briefly set aside their bitter rivalry to protect their grandchildren from the toxic influence of Drew Kane, their fragile truce has long since shattered. Their shared goal was to pry Willow Tate Corinthos away from Drew, whose unsettling relationship with her raised red flags for both women. They feared for the safety of the children, especially after Willow hastily moved into Drew's new mansion, dragging Wiley and Amelia into an environment neither grandmother deemed safe. However, their joint mission crumbled under the weight of old grudges, leaving behind a trail of resentment and hidden truths. Now, as the trial unfolds, Carly's decision to unleash this secret could be a game-changer, potentially swaying the court's perception of everyone involved. Will this move secure a victory for Michael Corinthos, or will it ignite an even fiercer backlash? The tension in the courtroom is palpable, and viewers are eager to see how this dramatic unveiling plays out. Delving deeper into the fractured alliance between Carly and Nina, we uncover the roots of the secret that threatens to unravel everything. During their short-lived partnership, Nina let slip a shocking confession to Carly she was the mastermind behind the recent ketamine scandal that engulfed Drew, shaking the very foundation of Port Charles. Although Nina kept Carly in the dark about the planning stages, she enlisted Portia Robinson to help execute the scheme, orchestrating a scandalous incident involving Drew and an escort named Jacinda. It didn't take long for Carly's sharp instincts to connect the dots, and under pressure, Nina admitted her role in the sordid affair. At the time, it seemed like a moment of vulnerability between two adversaries turned temporary allies. However, that fleeting trust has morphed into a weapon, as Carly now holds this damning information over Nina's head. The fallout from their alliance was inevitable, especially after a vicious altercation during the week of May 19th to 23rd, following the announcement of the June 2nd custody hearing date. Insults turned to physical blows in a no-holds-barred brawl that obliterated any hope of reconciliation. Adding fuel to the fire, a public clash at the nurses' ball saw Nina gloating in a bathroom showdown, taunting Carly with the claim that Michael stood no chance of winning sole custody due to his past mishaps. Nina doubled down, painting Michael as an absentee father in Willow's narrative, and boldly declaring her unwavering support for Willow's relationship with Drew. This bravado, however, might come back to haunt her as Carly prepares to expose the ketamine scandal in court, potentially dragging Nina's credibility through the mud. Could this be the moment Nina's schemes catch up with her, or will she find a way to spin the narrative in her favor? The custody battle itself is already a powder keg, with recent events tilting the scales in unpredictable ways. Just when it seemed Willow held the upper hand, Michael made a bold move by crashing the nurses' ball gala, whisking Wiley off the stage, and taking him to Grandma Carly's house for a sleepover. This dramatic gesture was backed by an emergency petition that temporarily removed Wiley and Amelia from Willow's care, ahead of the formal hearing, a significant win for Team Michael. However, victory is far from assured, as whispers of another closely guarded secret linger in the background. Rumors suggest that Michael's past with Sasha Corbin, including his role as the father of her unborn child, could surface at the worst possible moment, threatening to undermine his case. The latest General Hospital preview clip captures the tension perfectly, showing Carly standing in the courtroom, boldly declaring that Nina orchestrated Drew's drugging. Rick Lansing, ever the opportunist, lurks in the background, ready to capitalize on the chaos this revelation unleashes. For Willow, this public disclosure could paint her entire circle as toxic and unstable, potentially damaging her position in the eyes of the court. Whether Carly's outburst is a calculated move to boost Michael's chances, a favor to Tracy Quartermaine to deflect unrelated charges, or simply a vengeful strike against Nina, the consequences will be far-reaching. Insiders hint that Drew himself has been aware of Nina's involvement all along, adding another layer of intrigue. Does he have his own plans to use this knowledge? Or will he remain a silent observer as the drama unfolds? Fans are buzzing with speculation about how this exposed secret might ripple through other relationships in Port Charles, setting the stage for even more conflict. Beyond the ketamine scandal, there's an undercurrent of deeper, darker secrets tied to Nina and Drew that could further complicate matters. Whispers around town suggest that Nina harbors additional skeletons in her closet, possibly an intimate entanglement with Drew that predates the current mess. If rumors of an affair come to light during the custody trial or in the days following, it could paint both Nina and Drew in an even harsher light, further jeopardizing Willow's standing. This potential bombshell adds a tantalizing edge to the storyline, as it raises questions about loyalty, betrayal, and the true nature of Nina's commitment to Willow. Imagine the courtroom erupting if such a personal indiscretion were revealed. Will it shatter Willow's trust in her mother, or could it somehow humanize Nina in the eyes of others? Speculation is rife that this subplot might introduce new witnesses or evidence, perhaps a scorned ally or leaked correspondence, to bring this hidden truth into the open. As the week progresses, viewers can expect this lingering mystery to weave its way into the narrative, keeping everyone on edge as the layers of deception are peeled back one by one. Will Nina manage to keep this second secret under wraps, or is her past about to catch up with her in the most public and humiliating way? In conclusion, the week of June 2nd to 6th on General Hospital is shaping up to be an unmissable spectacle of drama, secrets, and courtroom fireworks. The Corinthos vs. Corinthos custody trial serves as the perfect backdrop for Carly's bombshell revelation about Nina's role in Drew's ketamine scandal, setting off a chain reaction of chaos and recrimination. With Michael's temporary custody when hanging in the balance, Nina's taunts and hidden past threatening to surface, and the ever-looming specter of more revelations, Port Charles is a ticking time bomb of emotion. What do you think will happen next? Will Carly's disclosure help Michael secure his children, or will it backfire spectacularly? And could Nina's rumored affair with Drew be the next secret to explode? Share your thoughts and predictions in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to ABC General Hospital Spoilers channel for all the latest updates, exclusive recaps, and behind-the-scenes tidbits. Stick with us, because in Port Charles, the drama never takes a day off.